I had court this morning. So.
Court? For what?
Huh?
A speeding ticket? Did you?
It's a good
Did you
story.
want to talk about that in public? Okay.
Wait, did you win the case?
No, I didn't. It wasn't one of those. I just want to get an extension. But my water broke for the second one, so I'm gonna fight it. Literally, my water broke, and I was right there sitting in my own fluid, getting a ticket, and the cop didn't even care. He just gave me a ticket.
You pointed it and he saw the actual
I didn't point. I was just like hoping he would see. But I didn't tell them because I didn't want him to think that I was lying. But I legit, my water broke. And then I rushed home to labor at home. And then I went to the hospital and he still gave me a ticket.
That's actually a good idea for like any pregnant woman to have some type of water in her car. When you get pulled over,
And
just
gaslight
just throw the water in the ground.
cops.
Look.
Yeah, but you can tell if you're not pregnant. Like obviously, what if you don't
No,
have a
if you're
belly?
pregnant.
If you're pregnant.
Oh,
so that you have
if
that
you're
as an
pregnant.
Always
excuse.
carry water in your car.
Yeah, so my water broke. And he said I should have saved the calzones as evidence.
Take him take him into courtroom.
Bring forward the evidence. And they bring a bolsa con calzones todos llenos de mold.
If you keep,
oh my gosh.
but you gotta keep
The
him-
humidity, right? You
The
Yeah.
humidity.
That way they know.
You can't wash him.
They can test it. Look, it's bodily fluids. Test it. Because that's how I found out. I didn't know. It felt like my water broke and I was rushing home and the cop gave me a ticket anyway. And then I went to the hospital and they swabbed. They said, oh yeah, your water broke. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to fight that ticket.
You should fight.
It was like perfect timing.
Did you win that fight?
No, well, I'm going to go back to court for it and present my evidence.
It's pending.
The calzón.
Are you genuinely going to present moldy calzones?
No, I'm going to present
that
the
was my idea.
paperwork. That was his idea.
The paperwork from the hospital.
Moldy
Okay.
My
calzón.
idea was the moldy
because I
calzones.
saved them for the court.
I mean, shit. If they said that it would help,
It could be like in
now
that
you
show.
know.
It could be like in the show. Que entre los calzones mojados.
Oh, la señorita Laura.
Yes. Pero señorita Laura, están todos
¿Qué entra el
mojados.
desgraciado? Yeah.
Oh
¿Qué
my
I used to love
God.
that show.
For number 5, in case you go through this again. By the way, do you want to have more?
No. Immediately no. Immediately no.
But
Never
did you
again.
want a 4?
No.
So 5 can
no,
happen.
I wasn't even trying. I was doing the opposite of trying. The opposite. I don't know how it happened. I know how it happened. 'Cause
Unsexy?
when mommy and daddy love each other, that's how it happened. But I wasn't planning on having. He just came, and it happened to be a boy and
Who?
a cute
Wait.
boy. I had a beautiful son. Yeah. Güerito.
Está bonito el niño. Lo que importa es que esté sano.
Yes.
And so
That's
is he reaching all of his milestones, the
Yeah,
little
he
4-month-old?
He is. He's a cute little baby. I was telling him that with my girls, I'd be like, "Ay, qué bonito niño." He's like this, unimpressed. But if I go, "Wow, dinosaur," he's like, "Ah." So I'm like, oh, he's a typical little boy. He likes like rugged stuff. Yeah. I go, "Rawr."
That's so
He gets
funny.
all, he starts laughing.
JP likes it when I go, when I
Qué
go, "Rawr," he goes,
bonito.
he doesn't. I'm just
You
kidding.
see how he's a bully, low-key?
I am.
The other day, someone told me,
Sometimes.
"You're 35 and you say low-key."
You're
like-
not 35, though.
No, I'm going to be 35. And they're like, and
But-
I've never heard an
Mhm.
adult say low-key. And I felt old.
That's rude of them. How
Yeah.
old was this person? Was it your
He
daughter?
was like 19. I've never heard someone your age say low-key. What? Yeah.
They don't. But you know
I don't
what?
know
They
these
might not
guys.
hang around people your age.
Because I'm not a regular
Why are you
mom. I'm
pointing
a
at me
cool
when you say your
mom.
age? That age, you could say. Sure.
Has the podcast
He's
started,
a
by the way,
bully
or are we
too.
just talking?
Yes, it started.
Oh,
That's what I like about
hello.
this. Yes,
Oh, I didn't know we were on.
yes, of course we're on.
So welcome to Poquito D'Todo. I'm
Thank you.
Eduardo Alfaro.
I'm Juan Pablo Franco.
And I'm Maria Medina.
Franco
Special-
as well. We just
Franco.
realized we're all
We're the
Franco.
Franco podcast.
Well, my dad,
separate.
but yeah. Yes, we're all Francos.
Well, actually, yeah, we're all Francos.
This podcast should be called Hablando en Franco.
Oh.
Siendo francos.
Siendo francos.
Oh,
Con los
that
francos.
was- Damn.
Fuck yeah.
That was smooth.
That was smooth.
That was.
It was. I wasn't part of the shake, but I still felt it. Like I felt a little I left
Oh,
out.
here.
No, ya pa' que ya. It happened.
Yeah.
Hablando en Franco. Hablando en Franco. It
Hablando en
happened,
Franco, I'm hurt.
and it hurt my feelings a bit. Pero.
Hablando en
okay.
Franco, you should have thought about it, but you didn't. Whatever.
Mhm.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, you would like to be bullied, but you don't like to hagan bully.
You
para
guys already
atrás.
both bullied me.
Eduardo
He
Alfaro.
called me old. You bullied me the other day.
I didn't call you old. I said
You
that you're.
said old.
You said he was going to fly away.
He might. You both might.
I might fly
Because
away
we
too.
talked about
Don't go
the-
to Santa Ana Winds because
the kid was referring to Mari being 30, about to be 35. She's 34, and you're in that range.
We were just
You're
talking about
slightly
this. We're
above that
both
range.
millennials.
sure.
Wait, are you a millennial?
I'm 25 years old.
No.
He
so
looks like a
Gen Z.
millennial.
Gen
I was
Z.
born 1999, October 10th.
99.
Shout out to Daniel Freeman in Inglewood.
99?
Is that
1999.
I'm
99.
9 years older than you?
Daniel Freeman's not even there no more.
Stop.
Wait, when's your birthday?
1990?
Do you want to say the month?
She ain't trying to give you.
Okay.
Relax.
Because
If you're gonna send gifts, my birthday is June 13, 1990.
Okay, so yes, so my sister's October.
We'll
That's
put
why
the
it was-
we'll put
1990?
the address right here.
October
The
you can
address,
see
I'll
it.
put my cash app.
Have you guys seen people do that on their windows? I want to do that.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen the ones where it's like, oh, I'm getting married, buy me a drink. And then
But they lie. They're not
I'm
getting
gonna
married.
do that.
You should
You
do
get
that.
money. I saw a guy
And
who
pay
actually
my court
post that
fees.
and actually made a good amount of money. Yeah, for your tickets.
For my
Yes.
tickets.
Pay for my mojado underwears. Cash out.
For my
Calzones
speeding
húmedos.
tickets. Calzones húmedos.
That
Oh
should
my
be the name of
God.
our next podcast.
Calzones
Calzones
húmedos.
húmedos.
And what would be the content?
Calzones húmedos.
And where
On
you-
today's
oh
podcast,
my
these
God.
are specially sent in from our own viewer.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh.
You know what's wonderful about this? My mother is praying for our souls with her friends right now. And
need
we're
it. I'm
talking
glad she is.
about
You need a
calzones
JP.
húmedos.
You need a JP.
JP wearing a lot of white, like he's a saint, pero nah.
Pero nada
He
que
should be
ver.
wearing the
What do
darkest
you
one.
mean? In what way am I not a saint? Well, in a few ways, obviously.
If you watch the
No, I'm not
podcast,
perfect.
No, you do look very innocent and angelic and all white. You do.
I'm not trying to give off that vibe. I'm just trying to contrast with the background.
Oh.
I'm not trying to indicate anything about my character.
You
through
look
my
very
outfit.
nice. Very angelic.
I appreciate
I was
that.
upset the other
The
day.
both of you also look like very nice people. They're like very non-threatening, wholesome vibes.
I look non-threatening with my 2 speeding tickets. I am non-threatening.
Weird. I mean, you
When
had a
you're not
reason.
driving, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been told I'm pretty cool.
I would agree.
By your children?
Yeah, by my oh my God. No, apparently not because I'm too old to be saying
Low key.
low key.
Low key.
And the other day I said high key. I feel like that's even more cringy.
Is there a height? I don't really know most of these.
People, I mean,
High
well,
key means like it's obvious. And then low key
Ah.
means like not that
I
obvious.
feel like that's less
Oh.
common though than low key. The use of the phrase high key, I think, is less common.
Okay, that's probably
at
why.
least my observation.
I used
But
a
you know-
slang one time and they got mad at me. What was the one you can only use when you're eating?
Oh, it's bussin'.
Oh, it was bussin'.
Oh my God. My 11-year-old said, what's bussin'?
I didn't know what bussin'.
They say Riz, bussin', Sigma, skibbity toilet. What are you guys talking about?
So they told me about buzzing, and I go, "Oh yeah." So my wife is buzzing. They're like, "No, no, no."
No,
you
I
can't
think
use
that means
And
she's fine.
I thought that would
No,
have meant
buzzing is-
that.
Like it's good.
Bussin' to me is something that is used exclusively to describe food.
Have you guys seen the oh my God, there's a show on Netflix. Oh my gosh, wait. There's a show on Netflix about the doctor who like implanted women with all his, and he has all his
Oh, his
offspring all
kids,
over the
yes,
world.
I
That's
saw that.
fucking nasty.
Imagine having
seen
like
it?
a million brothers and sisters.
That would be terrible.
So this is a small town. Though most of the town is like, oh,
You're
all
all
kids.
related.
related.
And then
Yeah, he
what
was-
if
he was
like
inseminating
you
them.
accidentally be with your sibling or something?
That's one of the reasons why that's terrible. Also, that's reproductive coercion. Because they were those women trying to get inseminated? I assume they were.
Yes,
yeah,
but
but
he
by
was
their
not using the-
spouses, not by
Yeah.
the perverted doctor.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's reproductive coercion. He should be. Is he in jail? He should
yeah,
be
he's in jail. I think it's I forgot what it was called, but he's like
It was crazy. It was a crazy Netflix. And then it was either he would use his own sperm for like instead of like they actually brought a
So
sperm.
you did see it? You
Yes,
did watch
I saw
it?
that. Me and Liz, I
love stuff like
and
that.
then, or it would be like it was supposed to be a random one, and it was always his. So if they didn't have a husband, they were just trying to get pregnant. He would always use his. No
And I
matter
think they
what.
found out because of that 23andMe. You know,
yeah,
like
because all
they
these
do that
people
thing
started
where
realizing they were cousins through.
yeah.
siblings, half siblings.
Talk about cousinism. Remember that term
Oh, yeah,
you would
no.
say?
That was
Cousinism.
That's
What's cousinism?
that's just a
When
term
you
I
hook
used
up
to
with
say.
your cousin?
No,
Like
Oh.
spending
Don't
time
be
with
dirty.
your like spending
Sorry.
time with your cousin. Like,
Cousin.
oh,
Oh, spending
cousinism
good
time.
Okay.
Hey, that's
Cousinism
some good
time.
cousinism.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That sound I'm not going to use that term.
But no, he
You're
used it.
sucio.
Yeah, when
I
I was hanging
guess.
out with
I
Liz,
guess.
hey, cousinism.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh,
that
that's kind of cute,
cousin.
cousinism.
Okay.
Yeah. Hashtag cousinism.
I do cousinism on Mondays. I play volleyball with my cousinisms.
Oh, that's cool. You see?
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, now it's
Cousinism.
nice?
Now it's nice.
That's
Yeah.
not dirty no more.
No, I felt like I made it unnecessarily dirty, and I felt like I needed to go to a good place with it.
Go back to your white shirt.
Go back to the vibe that my outfit gives off.
The other
Your
day he was
stage
wearing
aura.
all white, and we were talking about songs, and I messed up because they talked about Madonna like a virgin,
Mm-hmm. Like a virgin.
and I was like, "Damn it, JP was dressed for that song, but I forgot to say it during the podcast." So I'm gonna say it now.
You don't. You ever think about stuff after the podcast? You're like, oh, I should
All
have
the time.
included that.
All the time. I watch it and I go, "Damn, I would have been a
I
good
should have
joke at
said
time."
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, we should do a whole podcast. behind
This is
the
cool because I've never been. I would have like, how would it be like to be on a podcast? That's kind of cool.
You're doing very well. You
I
should be a
am?
recurring guest.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, bring me back. I would love to come back
Hell yeah.
for the low
we'll let
price
the
of
audience.
for the low price of 50. No, I'm just kidding. 59.99.
You guys want to know what we pay the guests? Water bottles.
Yeah. Oh, you know, no, I paid myself in cafecito. My grandma got
I
this.
You'll be
offered,
reimbursed.
Mari, arroz en frijoles and
he offered
tortillas.
us. Yeah, it looked really good, by the way. Did your mom make that?
Yeah, she did.
Oh my
That's good food.
gosh. Your mom has a degree and she can cook good?
She doesn't have a degree.
She does.
She
Didn't you
And
say she
badass.
So when she was 11, her parents told her, "Ya no vas a ir a la escuela. Tienes que ayudarle a,
Oh,
a
I
tu
thought the
mamá
one
a
you
cuidar
showed
los
me was
niños."
her. Okay.
No, I think she would have wanted to go to school to work as a nurse
That
if
would
she
have
would
been
have
her
had that
dream.
opportunity. But when she was 11, she had to be a mom, basically. 'Cause she had a lot of younger siblings, and that's how it was growing up in that time. I'd like to have her on the show to talk about this, to represent her story better than I can. Pero yeah, a lavar trastes y doblar ropa y voltear tortillas.
Because she was a woman and she was. You know what? That's so crazy because I was just telling my friend on the way here about how I don't care if my family is saying this. My cousin knows. My grandpa abandoned his children, right? So
Mhm.
my dad had to step. I don't know if you knew this. So my dad had to step it up and be like a father to
She
everybody.
do know about this.
Yeah, and he was like the dad. So and I'm like, my dad had a sad life, like really sad. He said that my grandma used to like pick up like bones banana peels from the street and make something of it, or go to the carniceria and be like, oh, me regala los huesos, because she would make
Bone broth, something
yeah.
like that?
So I think about it like the way my dad is now is because he grew up, like very unfortunate. So now he's like, store all your nuts, like for the winter. He's really like he doesn't believe in financing anything, and he's just like guarda tu dinero y no seas mensa con tu dinero. But it's because now I understand why he's the way he is. Or comete toda tu comida, even though I'd be like, oh, I want to throw up. Comete todo. You could have caused me an eating disorder, but it's because he grew up that way.
That's for the context that they grew up in.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's so, if you think about it, like our parents are the way they are. Like sometimes we forget that they were children and teenagers and they went through things and they project that onto us. And then it's like, you have to be really smart to think about it that way.
Yeah, because they grew up in a time where it was different. Even the way of them receiving love. Like we expect him to love us and give us all his love, but it was hard for them too because they probably didn't receive
Yeah,
that
because he
love.
didn't. My grandma was kind of cold. She wouldn't hug or kiss them or
I've
nothing.
heard.
And then I expect, right? And then I expect my dad to be all loving. And now I have daddy issues because my dad didn't love me. You know what I mean? Like didn't give me affection, but it's because he didn't have affection. So how can I expect something from him that he didn't even know? And I'm over here, So now that I think about it that way, like my dad was a little boy once.
Yeah.
And a teenager. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't mean to get too deep. I'm just saying, like,
No, but we actually wanted
thinking about that on my way here.
to talk about that today. My dad, he didn't grow up with a dad. His dad died the day before his second birthday. Nunca lo conoció.
Oh.
And so I think that I know that it affected him in ways that perhaps even I don't understand. And we still get along very well. But I remember one day on the subject of affection and the difficulties that we have with that. Before I went to Europe by myself, because I did that. That was awesome. Shout out to my parents. I live for free here and I did then. And that's why I was able
That's
to
why
do
you
that.
can afford to go to Europe. I've only been to Tijuana.
You can do it.
Anyway.
You can go to Tijuana.
We'll get a GoFundMe.
No, sir, I've only been to
We'll
Tijuana.
We're going to go to Mexicali.
We'll get a GoFundMe.
And so before, as I was in the line to check my bags, he says, he doesn't even look at me we didn't even make eye contact when he said this. He's like, I love you, son. And we did a side hug. And I'll never forget that because even though he meant it, I felt uncomfortable because we don't speak to each other.
Because you're not used to it.
I'm not used to it. Even when my mom tries to hug me and she'll be my mom is more affectionate. And she'll be like, es que nos tenemos que dar abrazos. And I'm very honest with my parents because I love them and I respect them. But I mean, I'm also very blunt and it comes off poorly.
What do you say?
Franco.
What do you say? All of a sudden, ya me quieres andar
No.
besando y abrazando.
I'm like, she'll hug me and I'll like, hago caras. I'm like,
oh.
and I tell her like, perdón, no, a veces me incomoda.
You said hi to Mari when she got here in a hug?
Yes.
I'm proud
of you.
Y eso,
Going on?
But
sometimes
I've never.
you have no idea how
yeah.
much that it takes out of me to do that.
But you're getting better and better. Since
Yes.
From when I first met you to now, man, when I first met him, we would make fun of him. We would actually record.
But maybe
try to
that's
give him
not
hugs.
his love language. Maybe affection isn't his love language. That maybe there's nothing wrong with that.
But it's nice hugs. Hugs
Yes.
help a lot.
That's
I think
true.
hugs is like a very, very good thing to give people. And if you get a hug per day, I think it's amazing.
It is. It is. Because, my mom, she's typical old school Mexican, very... A mí me pegaban.
Chancla.
Yeah. A mí me pegaban feo. So, I forgave you, Mom, okay? So it was hard for me to show my oldest daughter affection. And guess what? Now she doesn't want to show me affection. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to break those cycles. But I tell her, Alexa, I love you. And she'll be like, I love you. Alexa, she won't say it back sometimes. I know she does because she's so helpful and she's a great kid.
She loves you.
She's a great kid. So she shows it differently. So I'm like, I'm not going to push her to say it. I know she does. You know? So I want to take that off of her. And then one day she's going to come around and be like, I love you, Mom. She does tell me sometimes, but I feel she's that teenager and she's also like, okay, you know? And the other ones are like, they're little, so they're mommy, 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 and they're so affectionate. So I'm trying to be better with affection.
I like giving hugs. They're fun.
They are fun.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen those things where they're like free hugs or I need a hug today on social media? You guys did that?
Like that. Yeah.
We did it in
When we were in
school. It was me and Dana. We've made a sign. It was for one of our. We wanted to do for the
school
bulletin,
newspaper.
The school newspaper. We did it for the social media. We ended up not even ever putting it out. Maybe we'll do a little clip here, but we had. Yeah, I was ran in the school just with the sign saying if you're going through a tough time, just free hugs. And yeah, there's a couple that actually, it was pretty nice. Like one girl, I remember she came up to me, she almost made me cry. She was like, you don't know how much I needed this. Thank you so much. And I'm like, no, thank you. And it was cool.
You never know what someone's going through. What if you come across someone that smells? Free hugs.
I still give him a hug.
Or some creep. He needed a hug for another reason.
There was a guy, when I didn't say anything, but he was accused of
doing some creepy shit.
Creepy stuff at the school. And he was there and I actually gave him a hug.
To protect Danali so that she wouldn't have to give him a hug.
Dana had the sign. I grabbed it away from her when I saw him coming.
Oh, you think you would have like tried to grope her or something?
No, but still, we had seen certain things that came out, so she was already feeling. She was already not comfortable doing the assignment, like doing it.
Aww.
And I'm like, I don't care. I can give hugs.
Well, you're a guy, so it's different.
It's a different dynamic too.
No, but still, there's some people that hugs.
Because you can like a girl, you can have a good intention and want to do that, but the world nowadays is so.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you're hugging me for the wrong reason, sir.
Yeah.
I'm trying to heal your trauma.
Okay,
you're trying to give me trauma.
It's only a second hug.
Oh, shit.
You don't need 6-second hugs.
Turn of phrase.
Right?
Yeah, also the time. I think the time matters. Like the other day, I hugged some folks. Where was this? It was like Casa del Sol, a restaurant in Orange County.
It's good.
And some like acquaintances. And the hug, if it's not a side hug, it's like one Mississippi, then it's done. I think that's appropriate.
Is there a sentence?
It depends on who.
Like, is there a rule
with
hugs?
With the person I'm thinking of in particular, they're not my friend.
Then yes.
This is a woman. This is an acquaintance.
Yes.
It's one Mississippi, and then I'm done.
Or like a side, like.
Or a side. But if it whatever it is, if it's a side or a full on hug, it's 1.5 seconds, and then I'm done.
Forward.
Because I don't know you like that. So it doesn't feel right.
That's true.
And I'm a very affectionate friend. My friends say, "Oh, maybe you're a little too much," but I'm like, "Hi, hey," and I go and I want to give you a hug, but I don't know. I'm like that, and some people are like, "Oh, you're a little too much." So sometimes you have to learn to like, all right,
everyone's different, and so it's important to. With your friends,
boundaries.
With people that you can obviously have those conversations with them. And
I'm not gonna go into like the doctor. Hey, doc, because if I do my pap smear and give him a hug, then thank you so much for my pap. You know what I mean? No, like not everybody,
right.
But my friends, like I saw you at Knott's. I was like, Primo, and I ran. He's probably like this weird, but I was happy to see you because you don't run into people, especially people you know. And you love, like, you don't run into, like, it was so random. I saw him I'm like, let's go take a picture and send it to.
I saw on social media she was in Knott's. I was there, so I messaged her. I'm like,
where? And you happen to be right by me.
Yeah.
And I discovered that he was blonde.
I was for a while. I kind of still.
Wait, let me see. Take it.
Ahorita no. Es que ahorita ya me está creciendo más, and I gotta get a haircut. So.
Oh, okay. So that's why you have the hat.
I have the hat right now. So.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Let me see.
And the other episodes.
It looked pretty cool though, by the way.
I did. I really enjoyed it. Actually, being blonde, I thought was I never thought I could pull off blonde or actually enjoy blonde, and I actually enjoyed it. And Liz really liked it. Like,
what made you want to go blonde?
Well, I was gonna do silver. I wanted to do silver.
You wanted to be a silver fox.
Yes, I wanted to be a silver fox. So I had to go blonde before I can do silver because I had dark hair. But then it just, like, I had the blonde. I'm like, this is kind of fun. Like, all right. And this was like,
all
right. I even had ahí people diciéndome en los comments que estaba guapo.
No.
They're being nice.
I read the comments. I read all the comments. I know.
You don't remember?
He's like, not one person.
You know what someone said about you? They said something nice about you. The short that I posted about you being excited about possibly having a kid, a young woman commented, "It's so cute how happy he is. Like how excited you are about the possibility of having a child."
Okay, I love that. No, there was somebody who said he's cute. Even though I wasn't.
I think they were talking about me. Not to brag. I think they might have been talking about. Oh no,
I was talking
Actually, I
about a
don't
ghost story. It was me.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They did say you were cute.
Hater over here. See that?
Perdón.
You know,
That's
when I
not a
met
different
him, I
comment.
thought he
Get
was
it.
Filipino. Have you gotten that before?
All the time. Me and my dad all the time. Yes.
And I was like, habla español.
El Filipino. I'm like,
El
oh,
Filipino.
I used to have a lot of Filipino, like older ladies would come up to me. They're like, "Oh, you a good person?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am." And then they'll ask me where I was from. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm Mexican." And they're like, "Oh, okay."
They wanted you for their daughter.
And then they'll walk
then
away.
They
And I'm
found
like-
out that you weren't Filipino.
Yeah,
They're
and I'm like,
no,
"Wait,
never mind.
am I still a good person?" Or yeah, no.
You are, because I worked with a lot of Filipino people. I worked for an all-state agency, and the majority, my boss was Filipino, so
Oh,
I
no,
learned
they're
some
awesome.
words. Yeah, they're super, super, super
But that
nice.
whole block where I live,
Oh yeah, that's true.
they're
In
almost
Carson,
Filipino. They're all
Filipino.
super nice neighbors. Always go like they need help. I help
They're
them
like
out.
Mexicans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's because a lot of them have
They were
Hispanic
colonized
names.
by the
like
Spanish.
Spain,
So my mom's last name is Legaspe, and her whole family looks Filipino. So I think that my grandma was doing some stuff. I don't know, but
Well, also like we're Mexican, so even I have 11% of my DNA according to a 23andMe test is indigenous.
I would want to do it 23. I wanted.
I did it, and I was expecting more like Asian side of me because I do look Filipino. No, I had less than 1%.
No, but that's just the reason you look like that is that's the indigenous. Because
That's
where
indigenous, yeah.
where did those populations come from?
Maybe some.
They came from Asia
Yeah.
40,000 years ago over the Bering Strait.
I have more Spaniard than anything.
yeah.
I always get told I look Armenian, but I think
Yes.
I
it's
do.
The
What do you
dark
guys
hair
think?
and
Do
the
I look
eyes and the
Armenian?
nose.
It's my big nose.
Saluda a tu prima, la Kim Kardashian.
Hello, Kim Kardashian has nothing on me. no, you know, I always get told all the time because I used to work with Armenians too, and they used to speak to me in their language. I'm like, I don't. You know, sé qué chingado está diciendo, la neta. I don't understand. Like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, yeah. But they're nice people too. Yeah, I think it's the nose. And my dad looks like Osama bin Laden. I'll show you a picture. Maybe you can edit it.
I
in.
Does he
think
actually
he's-
look like Bin Laden?
Yeah, my dad looks.
Really?
Yeah, and
your dad.
he looks very, very Middle Eastern. My dad looks Middle. Yeah, so.
And
so does
there's
your
another Don Choi.
dad.
Yeah, your dad.
Yeah.
I can
What
see
my
it.
dad went to Israel when I was 10 months old. They left me with my grandma. My parents, they went to Israel.
Deuces.
And
Why
the-
does he kind of look like Pablo Escobar a little bit? Is it the
it's
beard?
the mustache.
No, he has
The
another
mustache?
picture over there that he looks like a Don right there. He
So I'm
looks
not tripping. Your
badass.
dad looks a little like Pablo Escobar, or is it just me?
Pablo's
Not
face
Pablo,
was a
but-
little.
I'm sorry,
I
I
think
don't-
I
He
think
just looks like a boss,
Pablo's
like a-
eyes were a little
he does.
thinner.
He does look like a boss.
But when my parents went to Israel, when was this? 2000, the year 2000. The like vendors would speak to my mom in English. There's my mother right there. You see the picture of her.
Mhm.
And they would speak to my dad in Hebrew or Arabic because they thought he was from the region. I mean, look at him.
I see that. It reminds me of my dad. That's so crazy.
He
Someone
kinda, yeah.
because-
See it.
What if we're related?
Well, let's do the math. Do you want to do the math right now? Who's Franco in your family and where are they from?
My dad, I don't know. I know they're from Guadalajara.
Valle de Guadalupe.
Valle de Guadalupe, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, thank you.
Valle de
Sí,
Guadalupe in
They're
the
from
Los
Guadalupe.
Altos region of Jalisco?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And they're Francos.
And they're Francos from el Valle de Guadalupe. So the short answer is no. We're not
We're not
closely
related.
related because the Francos in my family
That
are
was
from
fast.
a different region of Los Altos. My dad was born in a rancho called El Espino. He grew up in La
But it's
Capilla de
close.
Guadalupe.
It's close
I
to
love how
Valle de
you know all these
Guadalupe.
things about your background.
Well, I've asked them. I've done the genealogy. That's how I found out my mom's
Just because they're
mom.
not from the same city, they're like the cities are not far from each other. though.
But what I'm getting at is that we're not closely related. If you were my third cousin, I would have known within 5 minutes of this conversation. But
How would you know?
Because of the region.
Oh,
I don't know anyone Franco from El Valle de Guadalupe. From
It was
your
how-
dad's
and-
generation.
And then he also has barba.
Guess what my mom's last name is?
Oh, stop.
Where's your mom? Where's the barba from?
My dad also, from my grandpa.
So also from El Valle de Guadalupe?
Yeah,
Barba?
yeah.
Shit. We have to be fifth
Stop.
cousins. Yes, my mom's barba.
Cousinism.
My mom is barba.
Stop.
'Cause
Your
here's
mom
the
is
thing.
barba.
Yes, because here's why.
No,
my
Barba?
mom's mom is Rosa Maria Barba. Her husband was Manuel Barba. And here's what happened one day. I was doing their genealogy. I was writing down the names. Like, okay, I have 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great grandparents. And when I was doing my mom's side of the family, when I got to the level of great great grandparents, where there's supposed to be 16 people, there was only 12. The reason why there was only 12 was imagine there's them, you and your brother meet 2 sisters and you think, okay, I'll marry one,
And
you
you'll
marry
marry
the
the
other. And then those kids met again. And that was Manuel and Rosa Maria, my mom's parents. So her parents are second cousins. My mom's parents are second cousins and they're both Barba. So those family trees went like that.
Well, I gotta ask you guys something that's been debated in my house recently.
Please do.
If your dad has a cousin,
Mhm.
is that your uncle or is that your cousin?
Oh, so white people, this is the term that they use.
Because remember, my husband's half white, so he will say, "That's my cousin." No, that's your tia.
Yeah.
So
second cousin, I think, or something,
at
right?
least in America, in the English speaking world, when there's a generation gap, it's called once removed. So I want you to think of your first
never
cousin.
even heard of this.
Think of a first cousin right now.
Betty. Okay.
Do they think of a first cousin that you have that has a child?
Okay.
Your relationship to that child is first cousin once removed because you're first cousins with the parent.
I'm so
Emily.
lost right now.
So
Okay, so Emily, to me,
your-
Emily's my niece because she's my cousin's daughter.
But she's your first cousin once removed.
She's my niece.
Get her removed. I see her all the time.
She's like, okay, remove. I know who removed her. She's still there. She's
still
my
see
niece. Yeah, no, but me, right? My mom's primas. I have an aunt, right? My tia Tere. She's my aunt because she think about it, like cousins are
Your age
like siblings,
usually.
right? So my mom's cousin is kind of like my mom's sibling. So to me, that'd be my aunt.
Oh, I agree with you.
But in
We all agree, 'cause
in the
we're all-
Hispanic, it's like that's your cousin. She's older than me. If you're older than me, you're not my cousin. You are my aunt.
You know, there's also
You know what
In
though?
my mind.
tias and tíos, especially in Hispanic culture where they're younger.
Or what about when like they're the mom and the they're sometimes they're pregnant at the same time and like, oh, es tu tía. That's my cousin.
No, but like I remember once speaking of the age gap is relevant. I have 73 first cousins. The youngest one,
How do you know these?
because
things?
I remember I
He has a
have
diary.
notebooks.
He writes everybody's
I
names.
write
Today
this stuff
today
down.
I found my cousin.
No,
cousin.
not that kind of diary, but I take note of all this.
Today, I found out Mari is my other cousin. I have 74
So
now.
my youngest cousin Matias is 3.
Uh-huh.
My oldest cousin is 40 something.
He's
That's not your
tío.
cousin. That's your tío.
So, and one day I accidentally called. I'll say that Florinda. I accidentally
Doña
called
Florinda.
her my tia. I know she's my cousin, but I called her tia, and she, in a very matter of fact way, she's like, "No, yo soy tu prima,"
No, that's just her trying to be younger.
but she is my cousin because her
She was
father,
low-key trying to
Raul,
be
She was
my
low-key
dad's
trying to be
brother.
younger.
No, I
Used
think
it.
she might have been low key butthurt.
But do you consider her your cousin? Or do you consider your tia?
I consider her. Oh, that's a good question. So
She's your tia.
technically, she's my cousin. I might think of her as more of a tia because she's like 20 years older than me.
Yes.
But you know what though? Matias, who I'm 22 years older than,
So amazing.
I don't think of him as my nephew. To me, I'm not his uncle. That's my cousin. When I talk about him, I call him my cousin Matias. And even though I'm 22 years older than him.
So that's not fair because you're thinking of her more as a tia. But why wouldn't he think of you as more as a tío then?
Yeah.
We'll have to ask him when he gets old enough to understand
Yeah.
that.
Like my father-in-law got married, had a second marriage,
Mhm.
and had a daughter. And that's my daughter's aunt. But my daughter's older than her. So it's like,
Latinos.
and then the girl, they say, hazme caso, soy tu tía. And my daughter's like, girl, I'm older than you. Like, you're my, I don't know what that would be, my sister. I don't know what she would call her, but I'm like, that's your tía. She's, I mean, I get it relation-wise, right? That is your tía, but like, I can't take you seriously. You're my same age. I don't know, right?
No, I agree with you that the age is relevant, even if technically speaking.
But don't you get a little bit of like
You're
you're tight because you're the same age. Because you have that tia title, you win.
No, because there's people like that are like, they're all partying with their tias and they're acting like cousins.
Gonna be partying with their tia.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's different.
It's
So
okay, Mom. I'm gonna go out with my tia.
Exactly. So for me, it's different. Like if I think tia, I think an older tia that, me regaña and.
Like grew up with your mom.
Yeah, if you're on my level and we're partying, you're not my tia. You're my cousin. In my opinion. We went from the beginning to all the way tias. Wow,
know,
that's
yeah.
crazy how podcast works.
It's very fast.
When there's no
It's very
structure,
fast
yeah,
moving.
it has its pros and cons.
I'm sorry.
everywhere.
No. We don't have to apologize. It's
I
all
was
good.
very last minute because I was already out and I had a babysitter. So I was like, all right, let's do this. And I feel bad because you guys.
You don't have to feel bad about me
Aw.
though, because I'm in my house.
That's
Oh,
true.
in the studio that I
Studio,
live
this is
in.
a studio.
That's always the joke. When we were out there, I would say, "Oh, we were at the park," and now that we're in here,
do
I
miss
say that we're in
park,
the
though.
studio.
I like that background.
Oh,
of
that's
the park.
nice. I see, like, yeah, when I watch the podcast, it's
it
like
was-
greenery in
it
the
was
back.
cold
Yes, right there.
today,
You see it?
so that's why I decided
That's
that
where
we
we saw
would
the
be in here.
skunk. And
Yeah, we have possums, we have
Possums,
skunks, we have
skunks.
raccoons
It's a
in this
full-on park.
neighborhood.
There's just
In the
swings.
back, you have a whole
squirrels.
zoo.
Yeah, I've seen all of those animals here. I remember one morning, there was 1 a.m, I see a silhouette in the hallway, and I got really scared because it's a big silhouette. It was just Chewy. It was just my dad.
Don't chew.
And I was upset. And so I think I was kind of like talking naco, as he would say. I was like, ¿Qué chingados andas haciendo? And he's like,
That's talking naco?
To him it is.
I talk that all the time. I'm a naka.
Why is that? That's my vocabulary. What's going on?
What? I feel offended.
You just called her a naka?
He doesn't like it my parents don't like it when I talk that way because they always say, tanto dinero por escuelas católicas. I know. I went to Catholic school from kindergarten to 12th grade. And look how I ended up. I feel bad. I told my dad straight up, like, I'm so sorry.
You didn't end up bad? What did you?
No, because I'm not religious anymore.
Practice. Yeah, okay. Good,
I don't practice. So that's why I tell my parents, like, I'm sorry. On the low. So anyways, I see the silhouette, but it's just my dad. And I'm like, ¿Qué pasó? And he's like, escucho un ruido. And there was like a rhythmic.
What was it?
Tapping. So we go outside.
El cucuy.
And my dad gets on the roof and I'm still talking. I'm like, ¿Qué chingados? ¿Por qué te subes al pinche techo? I was so vexed.
Why are you so
like,
mad at night?
Yeah.
I think I was in a bad mood because I was woken up and scared. And so he gets on the roof and he discovers the source of the rhythmic tapping. Raccoons in this neighborhood will dig holes into your roof, especially the moms, because they need a place to have their babies. So
she
the
was
tapping
going into labor.
she was digging a place to have her kids. And my dad's like, no, you're not gonna have your kids. You're not having your kids on my roof. So
That's
he
messed
literally
up.
got the hose and hosed the mama raccoon down. And I threw little balls of clay that I had made at the raccoon. I shouldn't have thrown stuff at the raccoon.
You threw stuff at a pregnant woman?
A raccoon.
You first of all, the raccoon.
Yeah.
It could have been her water broke. She needed somewhere to go.
And
You were being that cop. You were being that cop.
I was being a cop.
Wow.
That's
My dad and I were being cops, and
Yeah.
I was so crazy. He put the ladder up against the house, and he's on the roof at 1:30 in the morning, spraying the raccoon.
Aww.
And then it went that way, and we had to patch the roof, and that happens a lot in this neighborhood. These raccoon moms need a place to have their babies, and so they dig holes in the roof, and that's what we heard at 1 a.m.
Can you imagine?
We evicted the raccoon mom from her house.
It's messed up.
She
Our
was
house.
She was just trying to have a baby.
She was just trying to have a place to burrow her babies.
Yeah.
On TikTok, I got onto landlord TikTok. Like, I see how, like, all the Mickey Mouse jobs they do, how they paint over everything, and then they charge you $5,600 for a 3-bedroom in the neighborhood. And it's so, like, I'm like, man, like, slumlords. I don't know how I got on that type of TikTok, but I'm there, and I'm fascinated by what I see.
Are you getting the videos of people, like, recording, like, their apartments and how the bad fixes, or an actual
the bad, both. I'm getting both. I'm like, that is so crazy. How they just paint over, like, they don't like I had mold in my apartment, and they just come and hacen una pinche limpiadita, and then they paint over it. Do you know that mold's gonna reoccur? Like, slumlords, like, mold is a big deal.
It's a health fucking hazard.
It's
it doesn't
a
just
big
smell bad. It's a
deal.
health. You could get sick.
Yeah. Especially with children to drown.
And they're like, oh, well, it's what apartments. What do you expect? But they're not gonna go up and open the plumbing. How about I call the city and you have to do your stuff up to code? And we can go there, but you know, who really's gonna take the time to redo an apartment de 1965?
But that's why they take it. That's part of the reason why they take advantage of people, because they assume.
Then where are they gonna go?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You're gonna move out? Good luck with that.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up. There's an imbalance of power.
Yeah, that's very, very
a
true.
nasty imbalance of power.
That happened to me one time. I used to live in the city of Whittier, and there was like a roach infestation. I'm not even embarrassed to talk about this. There was roaches in there.
Come on, Whittier.
And they got in my microwave and my daughter's bassinet.
Oh, hell
And
no.
I took pictures, and then so they tried to like sue me for the rent, and then I guess I kind of countersued. I prepared a whole package, and I took pictures of everything, and I included a doctor's note that said that, you know, the dust particles, the roach particles in the air were messing with our, you know, like our respiratory. And we went.
Fuck yeah,
a big package.
as you should.
And then I should have included, you know what, I want money for a new microwave, a new fridge, but I got the city involved, and they came out. There was mold on my ceiling, and you know what they did? They cut out the roof, and they got a I'm not gonna forget this. They got a poster. I think it was from like the 1980s Olympic. It was a poster, the Olympics, and they put it up there.
The dream team?
Yeah, they put and this it's like the like, oh, I still have to have because I have stuff to do over the weekend, and the guy didn't want to come fix it. He said. So me tenían un agujero ahí with a poster of the Olympics covering it with like some clavos. Yeah, can you believe it? Yeah. But you paid $50 a month.
No, I didn't.
What $850 at the time for a 1-bedroom.
Cockroaches? I always think are funny because, like, as a man, like, don't be afraid of a cockroach. Just go kill it. Just step on it, right?
Oh, no, they're just good. They're
I
ugly.
feel
Like,
that no matter how brave or macho it is, if a cockroach starts flying, you run.
No,
You run.
it's not que me da miedo.
¿Vuelan esas madres?
Yes.
I'm blessed. I haven't seen
You've
one.
never
that's
seen a
why.
cucaracha voladora?
You scream a high pitch you didn't even know you had, and you run.
It's not that you're scared. It's que te dan asco.
Ya te da
You
asco, I
start
would
seeing this little
imagine.
thing flying towards you. Ay, che, corres.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Oh my gosh. Que pinche.
You never seen those big? They're like water bugs. I think they're called water bugs. You never seen them?
I don't even want to see
When
it.
you step on it,
And then the noise it makes and like the. Salen las
Oh.
It's like
entrañas.
crunchy. It's like you step on it, le sale todo el jugo.
Sí, todas las entrañas, right? The entrails. Oh my gosh, the guts.
All the guts. They're juicy.
Que asco. But not in a good way.
would you guys ever eat a cockroach?
Heck no.
For like a lot
You
of
know what
money?
I've had?
I don't know,
I've had
just kidding.
chapulines.
You
I
had
had chapulines.
chapulines?
They're fine.
Oh, they're dead, right? Like dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
I had them at my birthday party when I was dressed as
Ew,
Beetlejuice.
I think I had some there too. They
Yeah.
were okay.
Yeah, I had some. I didn't even Mexico.
If they're well seasoned, it's
Yeah.
fine. But it's just like the texture's weird and you feel the legs in
Are
your
we
mouth.
still talking about?
Chapulines. Let's talk about chapulines. What do you? Wait. What do you?
If they're well seasoned,
Chapulines.
you
crickets.
they season them like
Yes.
an actual meal.
Yes. Like,
Well, because
they put
otherwise they're not
garlic,
gonna be
they
that
put
good.
Yeah, they put garlic or they're like.
Wait, I've seen people eat worms, like dry worms.
Yeah.
Yeah, they eat worms.
Which of these insects would you eat for money?
None.
None.
A worm is
Not one.
Let's say
Chapulín is
$10,000.
You can do a chapulín.
10,000. That's pretty good.
Oh, we don't worm, but I'll swallow it. Just real quick. Not even taste it, just swallow it. I would never chew into an insect. I think that's disgusting.
Chapulines are pretty.
Chapulines are fine. They just
Yeah.
it tasted a little dusty.
I don't know.
Really like it.
I feel like the more money people have, the more crazy things they do. Like the more crazy things they're willing to try.
You know what?
A mí ni que me... No,
What
no,
people-
gracias.
No me den dinero porque
No
no
me
quiero hacer
den
cosas
dinero.
locas.
No.
No. But some people say that money doesn't change you. It just makes you a bigger, more amplified version of what you already are. So si eres una persona generosa y tienes dinero, you'll be all the more generous.
I always feel like if I was rich, I'd be poor. I don't know if that makes sense.
Explain it.
If I was rich, I'd be poor because I feel like I'd be like, here's some for you, and I'd be like, trying to help out my friends and family, and I think I have nothing. So if I was rich, eventually I'd be poor. I'd be broke.
Well, you could. I think. Do you not trust yourself to keep an account of what you have? Do you think that you would give away so much and not know how much you were giving it away that at some point you'd be like, oh shit? Now
I feel like
mortgage and-
I'd have to get like a financial advisor
Mhm.
because I feel like people tug at my
Heartstrings?
heartstrings, and I feel like I'd be like, oh, I remember my friend back in the day. She did me this favor. I'm gonna buy her a house. Oh, I'm never gonna forget the time that so and so did this for me, and I'm gonna buy you a car. And I feel like I'd be like that, so I'd be.
We gotta get her some lottery
I know.
tickets and start being nice to
No.
her.
I remember when you guys had me on my podcast. Here goes your houses.
Here you go. Here's your studio.
No, I'm fine. No. This is wonderful. I live here for free, so I don't need any help. I need a job, is what I need.
I'll take
I
that.
don't need the lottery.
You need a JOB, JP.
Yeah.
Are you hiring out there?
Strip.
Northgate is hiring. You don't work at Northgate.
You have all the free guacamole. What, you hooking us up with guacamole?
You cook me up with ceviche.
You don't think that I would be able to hook you up
Yes.
just by working there?
Yes. I'm sure.
In
you
what way?
Get discounts as you get stuff like
Yeah,
oh,
my daughter's friend works here. She always hooks me up with. I don't want to get her in trouble. I'm not gonna say her name. She always hooks me up with the 20% family discount that she gets.
Okay. So
Yeah,
if they
see,
do that, then yeah.
She works over
like,
here
I could get you a
in
discount.
Hawthorne.
Especially with the huevos, porque ya no hay huevos. Yo no encuentro huevos.
Bro, I went to the.
No hay huevos.
I went to the
Costco.
I know.
What's it called? The Northgate that's on what is it, on Prairie and Rosecrans in Hawthorne? The cheap huevos, the cartons that are $6.49.
The cheap huevos.
So like there's less of them, I think, because they had the 20 huevo packs. Perdón, it might have been 40 huevos. Those were still there, but the ones for $6.49 were gone.
Did you eat carne con beans and rice?
Yeah, didn't you see it? You smelled it.
Ahorita me lo tiró toda en la
He
cara.
smells
Perdón.
cilantro.
Did you actually smell it?
No.
Oh, I was like, there's no fucking way.
Dale un chicle de
Pues
comer.
chicle para que-
No, I'm not gonna.
Why, is there an egg shortage?
There might be.
I think I heard there was some type of egg shortage.
At
because of some
Costco,
type
I saw
of-
people.
some type of thing that's going on, so there's not as many eggs or something. Because that's
The other day I was thinking, what if the chickens go extinct? I was telling my friend, what if there's no more? Where are we gonna get? She's like, well, you get your protein from plants, but I love my eggs. What are we gonna do si yo no hay huevos?
We won't have to worry about that anytime soon.
Speaking of huevos, I was just telling my friend the other day, You know esas señoras que van y se hacen las limpias? En de ir a huevo y se los pasan por todo el cuerpo like this. Sí. Ay, para mi matrimonio, para salvar mi matrimonio. Y se pasan un huevo y sale el huevo todo prieto.
Sale negro when they open it, right?
And I was thinking, ¿sabe por qué sale prieto el huevo? Porque le están dando un huevo pudrido y le están cobrando $1,500. ¿Sabe cuál huevo se tiene que pasar? Pásese los huevos de su marido.
I knew it. You were good.
Pásese y vea qué santo remedio es su matrimonio. Vea que su matrimonio.
Y ya están prietos los del marido también.
Ey, si quiere huevos prietos, vaya con su marido. Va a ver santo remedio de su matrimonio. Le digo si no.
Oh my gosh.
Se está pasando los huevos equivocados por la cara, señora.
Y eso.
Pásese los huevos de su marido.
Y gratis.
Y a gratis.
Y $1,500. Te los ahorras. Van a Cancún. Well, actually, it was expensive. Van a Mexicali.
Yes.
You go to TJ.
Y va a ver que su matrimonio, mire.
Ahí también el caldo del calzón.
What?
No, wait.
I've heard of that.
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Agua de taloache.
Agua de taloache?
My Mexican viewers, they're gonna agua de taloache. You know, this is super. It's not true, okay? I don't believe in stuff, but it's a thing. Women do this in I don't know if I just know that a lot of Mexican people do it. La mujer, she gets her underwear and she boils it in water when she's on her period.
Es el caldo del calzón.
Oh, so it's menstrual stained.
If she gives it to you, it's not agua de Jamaica. It's no es Jamaica. It's agua de calzón, like to make an amarre.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that stuff?
I've heard that.
Indigenous stuff.
So in order to make someone fall in love with her, she boils her blood-stained
calzones.
Oh, but the man or the woman, whoever, has to drink it in order for the amarre.
Yeah, and they with sugar, and they give it to you, and it's like, oh, toma agua de Jamaica. It's no es Jamaica, señor. Si se lo da, no es Jamaica, no se la tome.
If your woman's giving you Jamaica, make sure you saw where she brought it from, or that she had the packets, or she actually had the hibiscus. Like, she actually cooked it. Si no, do not drink it. Unless you want to be in the relationship.
That's disgusting.
Still, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could get really sick.
Yeah, that's gross.
At the very least, nausea, because it's
so
like
sick that you stay with her the whole life.
If you have to give your man agua de calzón to love you, just why are you even there?
Just walk away.
Imagine,
take your.
Yo no sé qué pasó, hasta le di agua del calzón y aún así me ama.
Damn, he still didn't choose her?
No.
Damn, that's.
Me pasé los huevos y todo y todavía no me quiere.
How can we talk about different calzones in this episode?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We started and we're almost ending with the same.
It's already over?
Oh no, we're not done yet.
Oh,
I
was having a lot of fun.
There was something that we need to do. We'll have to rearrange the order. You never properly introduced yourself to the show.
Oh.
You just said, I'm Mari.
I don't need no introduction. I'm just kidding. I only have 3,000 followers on TikTok. No tengo ni nada.
You have 3,000? We have
I have like 3,700 or something.
We want to make sure people watch your TikToks, because your
little.
TikToks are hilarious.
No, they're very mediocre.
No, they're funny. They're super
very
funny.
You don't have 3,000 followers for
they
being
are,
mediocre.
Yes, they are hilarious.
It's because I don't post stuff that I really would want to post.
What do you really want to post?
Like what I just said right now. About
You should! That's funny!
I don't, because...
The stuff you do, the ones I've watched, they're hilarious. You have great
my TikTok is very like mom trying to be influencer. Like,
but it's funny. There's a lot of moms out there that would love it.
There is. It's because they're like, they set the camera, like, come with me to change my baby's diaper. And they set the camera, el chiquillo está llorando y tú estás viendo la cámara. I can't do that.
Then don't.
I can't.
Then don't do it. You could be different. You should be.
You are different.
What am I gonna post about? Come with me to court.
To do an amarre.
No, to court. Follow me to court and find out why I got a ticket. That would be a great blog.
Follow me to court?
Yes.
Because my water broke and the cop still, if you're watching cop, I hope you get trouble.
Hey, chill. You don't want problems with police.
No.
Yeah, if you're watching, I get your back. It's not cool.
Why would you give me a ticket?
You saw it.
I was this big.
You saw the water, homie.
My water broke.
You saw it. And you still like,
sad.
I'm going to give her a ticket. Come on.
Wait, hold on. Was this LAPD?
No, it was, so I live in Orange County. That area that I live, they're notorious for hiding out, and I was going maybe like 7 miles over. It wasn't even that.
That's that much?
Yeah, come on.
And your water broke?
Yeah.
I would have been going like 20, like,
Yeah.
Se cagó. No, se cagó.
Have you not seen that?
Have you seen that episode?
Remember, the day we met, I think I might have showed you the clip.
Wait, you shot yourself the day we met?
No.
I didn't smell nothing.
No. The day we met, I might have showed you the clip of me talking about when I shot myself.
I think you did tell me this.
And he didn't get pulled over. And he was over here one leg up.
How did you...
Ask me whatever you want.
Did you not make it to the toilet? Did you not feel it like this?
It was pandemic time.
You know, like this,
That's
like
why.
it's coming out like at the start. You didn't feel it?
The yo-yo?
So here's
Yeah,
what,
like
the brief summary of
out.
what happened is me empezó a dar I think it's called retorcijón.
Burbujas.
Something like that. It just hurt. Like it was like a sharp, dull, I don't know, but it was strong pain right here in the lower part of my abdomen, en la parte baja del abdomen. And this was pandemic time, July of 2020. So you couldn't go into like a McDonald's, for example. So I needed, it was like a 20-minute drive, and I thought.
Su ex-novia no le dejó usar el baño.
Her parents.
She wanted que te cagaras.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was her parent. I think she would have if it was up to her, but the parents at the time were cagey about letting people that didn't already live in the house in the
Pero
house.
si no era choro, I don't get it. If you, I understand when it's choro, it's really hard. Like
It happened to me one time.
Yeah, when it's choro. But when it's not choro, I feel like
The
it's
term I used was crema de cacahuate culo edition.
Oh my god. I
It was
can't
thick.
eat peanut butter anymore.
right?
No, you think you're ruining peanut butter.
I still love peanut
jelly
butter.
sandwiches now.
Yeah, just
No, I still love it. I mean, if I got over it and I was the one who's booty hole loosened up, then y'all can get over it too.
One time I went to Mexico and I think we ate some really bad tacos or something, and we all came back. My husband had to pull over and was going in the bushes, and my mom, my 5-year-old goes, "My dad's going poo-poo in the grass. Why is my dad going poo-poo in the grass?" Because he knows, no, we didn't. It was still like a long time to we go because it was in San Felipe.
What do you use to wipe?
Probably a leaf. He probably got poison ivy rash in his butt.
Había anti-animalitos pobrecitos in that.
Yeah. And
Se sofocaron. Ew.
So he had to pull over, and then I was like, well, I'm not sick. I should have never said that because as soon as we got back to LA, oh my
But
goodness.
at least he got back for you.
Well,
You
and then, so I had to go get, when they go and they test your
Collation?
poop. They go and you take it to the lab.
The stool sample.
Yeah, stool sample. Thank you. You're so proper. It was a stool sample.
I said collation and then I said stool sample.
You're so proper. Collation to poop.
The stool sample.
And it was E. coli. It was like
The bacterial infection.
yes,
Fuck.
it was so
Oh,
bad.
that's not good. Yeah.
I was at a Walmart one time and I almost didn't make it. Okay, I didn't make it. I'm not gonna lie.
You were about to lie.
It was like I wasn't
You almost lied to it.
I didn't make it.
En la Walmart?
En la Walmart. So me fui like.
Todos son bien classy
like
ahí.
this,
How dare
like-
you? It's a very classy location.
See, thank God it wasn't a Target. So
Oh, don't be disrespectful. A lot of people go to Walmart. Walmart
yeah, I love Walmart.
It is a good
Walmart.
spot.
respectable, yes.
I stopped going for a while because it was anti-union. My husband's in the union. I was like, you know what? It's cheap. I'm gonna keep going to Walmart. I'm gonna go over and están baratos los huevos.
¿Quieres huevos o no?
See, I know. So, but they're expensive now. They're at Walmart too.
Everywhere.
They're
Aldi
really
used to have them for like, I remember at one point they had for like $2. Like a 12.
Aldi's?
Ahorita it's like $30.
Those stores are like they're not they're underrated a lot. People don't go there and they should. Yeah, Aldi's and
Great prices.
grocery outlet.
Grocery
outlet.
Bargain market.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we need to
If
sponsor.
if you're not lucky enough to have a Costco membership, then yeah, Aldi's probably where it's at.
Big lots.
Aldi, Walmart.
So the hack is if you want eggs, you have to go to Costco early or Sam's. Because my friend went, she got me a case, and the guy told her, if you would have came 2
What's
hours
her
later, maybe like 9, as soon as they open, if you would have came 2 hours later, ya no hay huevos.
I gotta go to Costco.
See, so all those people, las curanderas that do the stuff with the huevos,
They're the ones
they're
buying.
going to be out of business que no haber huevos.
So, what about if they tell you bring your own egg? So they have a quick sleight of hand to change the egg?
I don't know.
Right.
But have you heard of that? Que se hacen... Why are we back at this topic? But have you heard of that?
La limpias de huevo?
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
I heard.
Wait.
I don't
I've
believe
seen
in that.
videos where they do that, and then sale todo negro. Like it's a black ink that comes out.
They
I seen
tamper,
that, I'm
they
like,
do something with the egg. No disrespect to the people that believe in that, but come on.
Pero la gente
¿Qué tiene que ver
se
huevo?
tiene que
A
educar.
ver, bring one. Do you have... Tráelo, pásatelo y sí. A ver, ¿cómo te sale?
Give me 1 second.
They're gonna do a limpia here?
We're gonna do a limpia
No,
on the
no,
shop.
I was just
Let's
kidding.
do it.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
down.
I'm just kidding. No, I was saying it's not the true.
We'll see right now, JP. We're gonna do it on you.
Y que te vaya a salir
White.
prieto.
Brown or white?
¿Quieres prietos o blancos?
Prietos.
Prietos, keep it.
Mexican. Keep it Hispanic.
Keep it Hispanic.
No, but that's a thing.
No, también hay huevos. También hay white huevos también de los Hispanics.
See, you said, yeah, my son. No, but have you heard of that?
Yes, I know. I've seen that. I remember there used to be a location next to my mom. She had a big sit on. There was one of those things, and I would see them even like kill chickens, like and
Kill chickens?
yeah, they put the hands like outside, like they were doing.
They cut the head off the chicken?
Yeah.
In Santeria?
Like
Yeah, like, it
a
was crazy.
sacrifice?
I guess.
That's the one I said like this.
Okay.
Hey, wait, but then where are you gonna crack it?
Oh, I have to crack it?
Yes, you gotta crack it with a cup.
The huevo.
That's like
Yeah.
$2. That's like
Put it back.
$2 right there.
No,
If the huevo's like $2,
Look, that's what
maybe
they
put it
do.
back.
They pass it around.
Yeah, they put it through everywhere.
Is
Hey, bro, don't we eat this later on? I know.
Yeah, and then they crack. Come on, it's all fake. It's fake news, and then they charge you.
If somebody tries to eat this egg later on and it comes out weird,
And it comes out black, I'm gonna make sure that
let
I
me
keep a
know.
note of this
That means
huevo.
I'm fucking something o algo. Let me know. I think I'm clean though.
If you have something, then
I don't think I'm good.
nothing to do.
I don't think anybody's hating on me. Hopefully,
No, but I don't.
I feel like the people really do try and do all those things against people, and there is some weird stuff that I can't maybe explain.
Well, if there's good, there's evil.
But I feel like some people te cobran, and te cobran mucho, and they're trying to, maybe there's people que sí tienen el don, like they actually have some type of thing, and they'll just tell you, because I've seen people, they'll tell me something, I'm like,
What about the people that they say
how
that?
do you know that?
They say,
But they don't
oh,
charge you or anything, they just say, like, I have this feeling, I have this thing I need to tell you, and they'll tell you something that, they're like,
you know
oh,
what? It's
oh.
so crazy what's been happening to me a lot lately. Like if someone's pregnant, I know before they tell me. Like,
You have the one.
so the
Or
other
maybe-
day that I was thinking, I was folding clothes and I thought, I'm gonna call my brother-in-law and tell him that I think his girl's pregnant. No, he's gonna think I'm crazy. So there's always things like, oh, when someone's gonna pass. Stuff like that happens all the time to me.
Wait, you know something's gonna pass?
No, I have a feeling.
I got scared.
Yeah, no, I get it. So then I was like, nah, he's gonna think I'm crazy. So then 2 hours later, my brother-in-law's FaceTiming me and I couldn't answer because I was busy. And he's FaceTiming me and I go, why is he FaceTiming me? And then he tells me that his girl's pregnant. And I hadn't even seen him in like maybe 7 months.
You saw Liz today.
I feel like but then, and I was like, why? This is so crazy. That's been happening to me a lot lately.
Well, hopefully
And then the other day-
call Liz hopefully soon.
Yeah, and then I thought, what if, have you guys heard of the store Hobby Lobby?
Yes, I went there with my mother the other
And
day.
I thought,
store.
imagine Hobby Lobby starts selling eggs. And I was like, that's so stupid. And guess what I saw at Hobby Lobby? I'm gonna show you a
It's
picture.
Easter.
Yeah, I saw eggs at Hobby Lobby, but they were fake eggs. But they look like real eggs. And I was like, oh my gosh.
It's Easter season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just little things that have been happening. And then I see like later, it's just weird.
Well, yeah,
You
Easter
have
season's
it.
coming up.
You have it. You have the kid.
Every time. And so now I'm like, I'm gonna start saying my thoughts out loud. And
Did you
because no one believes
Did you
me. I
see a
thought about
mic
that.
recently?
No,
You would have known you were doing a podcast.
I had no idea I was gonna do a podcast. I never.
We've been trying to get her on the show for months.
Yeah.
Yeah. My husband's like, why you? You're not even funny. Why you?
And you are funny.
Hater. David can be a hater.
Hater.
Hope he watches. Hater.
Bitch, better maybe I'll saw.
Yeah, David's going back. Like,
Yeah, because he's over there working in the sun and I'm right here sitting on a podcast
You take care of the babies.
at
You
1:21 in the
work.
afternoon.
That was one of the things I wanted to talk about, like the domestic labor, how that works at
Oh,
the house.
gosh,
The
yeah.
divisions of domestic labor.
I have some good opinions, but then I have opinions that are like unpopular opinions.
Well, we can hear it and we can talk about it. We're all adults. It's fine.
What do you want to know?
What you make of that? Like how, and for example, in your house,
I want to hear
how is the domestic labor divided, and how do you think that dynamic works for y'all?
So, a lot of women are probably going to hate it, but I'm very old school.
That's okay.
That's just me. So
Mhm.
in my home, so I worked since I was 16, okay? I paid my waster. I worked and I always helped my now husband. I worked since I was 17 and pregnant. So
Mhm.
I went and I started working at a daycare and I used to take my daughter with me to work. So I've always worked. And then I became an insurance agent and I did that for a very long time and I was good at it. And then, all my kids were at daycare, or actually, no, not daycare. I was blessed to have my mom watch them. The last one was at a daycare. So then I said, I want to raise my kids. So my husband felt a tug to like quit his job. And for me to quit my job and for me to quit my job. And now I'm home with my kids. But because you know what? There was something so unnatural for me. I'm not saying this is for a woman, but for me, to ask my boss, can I have some time off to go see my daughter's assembly? Can I have some time off to take my daughters to the doctor? What if they say no? I'm going to take my kid to the doctor. That's my priority. So for us, it just works that now, I honestly feel more fulfillment now that I'm home and I can make an appointment Wednesday at 1 p.m. for my daughter, and I don't have to think about asking anybody. I can just go. So I feel more fulfilled and happy that way. So what I'm trying to get at is that in our house, what works is my husband goes to work, and he does a lot of overtime. Thank you for I was gonna say for your sponsorship, buy me whatever I want. And then
You have a sponsor.
I have a sponsor. I cook, I clean, and I like it. But I like to do it, you know? Not all the time. I'm tired, but I enjoy, like, when I feed my husband, he tells me, I really like this. It makes me feel like, I did that, you know? Or when I see that my house is clean, you know, I like that. I enjoy it, you know?
Does he ever not like your food?
Yeah, he'll be like, I have this thing with salt. I like a lot of salt.
So does my mother.
Oh my God. Yeah, and he'll be like, this is a little salty. And then at first I would get offended, but I'm like, all right, thank you for telling me, because now I know not to, you know, what you like or don't like. So I'm not going to put it no more. But I enjoy my role at home. And he goes to work, and then it's like, but a lot of women nowadays like, no, I need my money. And I tell my husband, you know, when like all those women rights, I didn't sign up for that. I don't want to work. I did it already.
Right. I think what they're getting at is they want you to have a choice.
Yes, and that's great.
And what it seems like for me hearing this is that you wanted to make a decision.
Yeah.
You don't feel shackled.
No.
To the home.
No.
And I wouldn't want you to feel that way. I think that those women don't want you to feel like you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
So if I want to go back to
personally
work,
and for them.
I'll go back to work. And my husband's like, cool, you can go back to work if you want to. But the thing, so I've already done both. So I worked and I stayed home during COVID, and then I was like, you know what, I like this. You know, I'm grateful that I'm able to do that, because a lot of people, like, maybe they have to take their kids to daycare, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. That's absolutely fine. You know, you're a 2 income household, and it's difficult nowadays, you know? But for me, it's like, I rather maybe not get my nails done, but I can pick up my kid from school. So everyone's... Yes, no, don't be looking. So everyone's rich looks different, you know? So for me, my rich was maybe not so much monetary, but it was more like, I want to be able to pick you up from school and do what I want.
Yeah, because money can buy you all these things, but you can't buy those moments and that time you're spending with your kids.
Yeah, and I just had my first son, and I've been like enjoying him, and you know, he's so cute. I'm enjoying it, but we all have a choice. Yeah, you're right. We have a choice, but it was my choice because I've been on the work field. I already did that for a very long time. Now I wanted to like slow down and enjoy my kids, because it's the last baby I'm gonna have, and I didn't get to enjoy that.
That was another question I wanted to ask. Did you plan on having 4? And now
I didn't even plan on having 1.
I didn't plan on having 1 either. I can't. It's not.
I was 17.
Want a little JP.
You don't want a little JP?
I want to. No, it's because I want to adopt.
Oh, I love that.
I
love that.
It's not
he
easy.
He can still have his own JP and adopt. I want to have my own and adopt.
And it's also that's
cool.
That's not a decision obviously I can make on my own, because I would never have a child by myself. Obviously, I think that's incredibly irresponsible. So when I get married, my future wife and I will decide. Because if she wants to put her body through that, I don't get it. But it's not for me to understand. It's just for me to accept. If she wants to get pregnant.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't want to put my wife through that. But it isn't up to me. Yeah. If she wants to do that, it's my job to support that decision. And hopefully we could compromise and adopt 1. And if she wants to have a baby biologically, then we can do 1. So that way, you know.
That's why you have these conversations before you get married.
But no, that's not a conversation we would have after the wedding. That would be before we get engaged.
Yeah,
way before any of that.
But
in any case, you never plan to have 4. Now that you're here, you're done after the 4th one, after your son?
Well, I said that after the 3rd. But yes, because my husband's getting snip. He already has his appointment, so he's taking one for the team. So, yeah. I already went through a lot. He did a little segment on my postpartum depression. I thought it was pretty neat.
It was awesome. It was a great talk, because I learned a lot that I hope helps me when hopefully if Liz gets pregnant and everything happens, that I'm gonna know how to be able to support her. You know.
Yeah, hopefully no. But I can look back and like laugh at some of the things, like, oh, I can't believe I thought that.
Was this after the third child? The third,
little Sophie.
How old is she now? She's 7?
6.
She's 6.
I'm her bestie.
Oh, she loves it. Eddie and Liz will call me, and she's like, "Hi, Sophie. Hi, where's Eddie?" She don't want nothing to do with, but she just.
And that's what's wonderful about children. They're so honest.
But Liz is
her
tia.
Skip to the good part. Like
Liz is her actual tia, right?
Yeah.
Oh, by blood.
I'm by marriage.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because the other day we called her for her birthday and we told her happy birthday, and then she tried to do it on the low key, right? She tried to go and she goes, "Mom, what's her name?"
No, and you know what she
forgot
told
Liz's
me?
name.
She actually told me, is Eddie gonna call me to say happy birthday? Before we even earlier that day, is Eddie gonna call me? I go, yeah, Eddie and Betty will call you. Okay, Eddie's gonna call me. Yeah, he's gonna call you because you know he's so like nice to them. But yeah, but to answer the question, no, I wasn't planning on having.
Even the fourth one.
No, he was actually, we were trying to do the opposite.
Right. The plan was to stop at 3.
Yeah.
I want to know what the opposite of having a baby is.
I'm assuming using contraception. You don't have to get into that.
Yeah.
I thought it was
No, yeah, it was just.
like you making the baby.
No, just use your imagination. It was just the opposite, you know?
I was like, no touch.
And then I got pregnant. I was like, okay, well, and then it turned out to be a boy. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I need to see his little thing. So as soon as he was born, I was like, let me see. I want to be sure. And at the ultrasound, the doctor's like, oh, look, there it is. And my husband's like, oh, I thought that was his leg. Like a typical man.
No tiene 3 piernas.
I wouldn't know what to look at. I always don't know what to make of ultrasound pictures.
It's a little different.
They just all look like little aliens.
And they don't look like what they look like when they come out.
And it's funny because like my mom would be like, mira, mijo, mira, se va a parecer a ti también. And I'm like, what the hell, mom?
No, I think that's wishful thinking. They don't really know. They just they're projecting their imagination onto the ultrasound.
My third daughter, her nose was like this in the ultrasound. Everyone knew that's your daughter because I have a big. She was like this. You can. They don't know.
Los francos, tenemos que ser.
Yeah.
That's right there.
What it is.
He has the same nose. Look at my father up close. I think you.
Are your francos also like hairy?
Yes.
I'm not gonna. I was about to.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, me too.
Sure you never did?
I told my dad he couldn't. Out of all the things, what about canosos? Are they canosos?
No, I think
Or is that maybe a Ramirez thing?
That's
yeah.
maybe they.
Yeah, because
No, my dad's 60 and he has a lot of black hair still.
Oh.
So no, I wouldn't say he's canoso.
Ramirez.
Oh, I'm jelly. Yeah, I'm already like 50% gray. I know you can see it.
No.
Yeah, I'm already.
I don't know about 50%.
It's okay.
I think it's 50.
Exageras when you say 50%.
No, because you haven't seen it. It's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I told my dad, you couldn't inherit me some nalgas. You know, you have to inherit me peluda y narizona.
Y canosa.
Oh my gosh. I think my mom gave my dad agua de taloache. Because.
Are they still together?
Yeah, my dad's 12 years older than my mom.
Dang.
He knew her when she was a little girl, and my husband said that's weird. He was friends with my mom's brothers, and she used to sit on my dad's lap and he used to play with her. And then he left, like he came back to the States, and then went back to Mexico and saw her as an adult, and he was like, ¿Quién es esa güerita? And her brother's like, es Yolanda, la niña. Yeah, he goes, but then she would look like she was older, you know. And my mom said, I saw him and he was salt and pepper. And my dad was like a karate instructor, and my mom said, "Que me pase
karate."
Yeah. And so my dad said, tu pase movía así. Yo lo miraba el karateca, canosito, y dice, ay, este señor, you know. And
ese muchacho del black belt.
Yes.
¿Cómo se llama?
Ajá.
La cinta negra.
La cinta negra.
Looking for.
So he was friends with my mom's siblings. And my dad always was a friend that had the head on his shoulders, right? Like the one that was gonna make it out of the hood. So my
Out of the rancho or
no, son de ciudad.
Oh, de ciudad.
Son de ciudad.
De Guadalajara?
Yeah. De
Okay,
Guadalajara.
got it.
So they go, he's gonna Pepe, you know, es buena persona, es responsable, él te va a cuidar. So my mom's like, I think my mom was the youngest, you know, so they wanted to like save her. So my dad eventually, I know where you're trying to stop. No look at you, look at your face. So anyway, so eventually he.
It's just my face, man.
Eventually you know, they got to know each other, and my mom was in Mexico, my dad was in the States, and they would send letters to each other. My mom said they didn't even date that long. It was just por carta. ¿Quieres ser mi novia? And she said, sí, de mensa dije sí. Y luego, ¿quieres ser mi esposa? Y luego de mensa dije que sí, pero no lo conocí muy bien. And then she goes, and then we married, and I said we were so different. We were so different. Because my dad's family, they're all like very, they're professional. I think one was an engineer, una hermosa. You know, and then my mom's family, they were like the complete opposite of. They were the complete opposite. So my grandma was like, esa muchacha no me gusta para ti. And, you know, she never could for my mom, and that's the story. But my parents are still together to this day.
How old were they when they got married?
My mom was 20, and my dad was 32.
That's not bad. He was already 20.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, in this day and age,
12 years.
That's different.
But
I wouldn't do that. If I was 32, I'm not dating anyone younger than like 29.
But some people
that's me.
think it was like, because he knew her since she was little. So they're like, oh, that's a little, like, yeah, but then they saw each other again. They were all consenting adults. And you know what's crazy? My mom told me back then, she's like, una vez yo fui a que me leyeran las cartas y me dijeron, tú te vas a tener 3 hijos y te vas a ir muy lejos. And se fue a los Unites.
Hello?
And she had 3 children. And she had 3 children.
Damn. See, remember I told you that there's some people that have like the law and they'll just tell you something.
But also, I mean, that's kind of a.
It's
a basic. No disrespect to the people.
No.
But come on,
She gets lejos, but
how many people immigrated to the United States?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
3 kids.
But she gets the kids.
Okay, but what's the range? 10 is not likely. 1 in that day and age was not likely.
3 is very likely.
3 seems like a.
You know what that reminds me of? When people go on the shows, we talk to the dead. Someone here, I'm getting a voice telling me someone here, someone's mom died. Someone's mom died. she was blonde. She died
That's
of
bullshit. They only do that in rooms with a bunch of people because they know they're gonna hit the nail on the head with Guanagian.
Yes, and then they have vulnerable people.
P?
Yeah.
Or an
A? A J or an M? Maria Jose?
Oh, me, you come. And they go off of stuff that it's like, anyone.
But there is.
And they tell you, like, they just want you to know that they love you. Oh, so they hated me?
Oh my gosh, they did love me.
They did love me?
I needed that.
Otherwise.
I needed that.
And that it's not your fault. You know, stuff like that.
It's vague because they're trying to.
And then they go off of after vulnerable people that like maybe have like unsettled.
But I do believe that
trauma.
people do have like a lot. My little brother actually can see ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
He can see things, and I always thought he was lying. And so I took him once to a house. I didn't tell him anything else. Like he just came. He went straight to the room that they've seen things. They knew what the hell was going on. Then he went to another room and said, somebody else is here, but it's like a family member. Yep, one of the grandparents passed away right there. I didn't give him any information. And he's done things like that in front of me where he surprises me when he goes to people's and he's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, he's not lying. He actually can feel and like actually know what's going on with the ghosting. So that's why I say some people might have like a gift.
My daughter does that too.
See?
Yeah. My friend was babysitting her one day and Bella was playing with I think it was a necklace that my friend let her borrow. And Bella goes, the lady wants her necklace back. And she goes, what lady? The lady that this belonged to. And my friend goes, Mary, I bought this from an old lady that died from an estate sale. Yeah, and then another time they went out to eat, that same friend, and she was like, she told Bella, your friend's there saying hi to you. What friend? Your friend, the viejito. What does it look like? And it was an old friend of hers that had died.
Thank you for watching the 13th episode of Poquito D'Todo. I don't know what the number is at this point. Thank you, Mari, for joining us, for taking time out of your busy schedule of being a full-time mother to come.
Thank you for having me here. It was very fun.
If you guys enjoyed Mari, let us know in the comments. If you don't say nothing.
Adios. Buenas
Bye.
noches. Buenos días. Bye.